What's up, family? Welcome back to Truthville USA. I am Q. So I guess if you play a game and you can't win, the best way to win is to change the rules of the game, right? Well, that's what Alvin Bragg seems to think. We've been talking since last week on this channel about how Alvin Bragg's case is completely falling apart. It is disintegrating before our very eyes. In fact, I'd go so far as to say he doesn't have a case anymore. His case is shot. If he were wise, he would dismiss this case and just refuse to bring charges. But he wants to go to court probably, and he's going to embarrass himself like the rest of the attorneys have that have attempted to imprison Trump. But needless to say, he has set the perfect trap for Donald Trump. So if you guys remember last week, we talked about the gag order that Judge Merchant put on Donald Trump, saying that he couldn't talk about the jury, couldn't talk about any of the staff in the court, he couldn't say anything about the other attorneys, which really and truly is a violation of his First Amendment rights, but it's not the first time we've seen it. At the end of the day, if your name is Trump, you don't have constitutional rights, I suppose. So they are not abiding by them or giving him his constitutional rights. We'll see how that holds up in appellate court. But Donald Trump then went to say something about Lauren Merchant, which is the judge's daughter. Well, at first I'm thinking, what is he thinking? Why would he say anything negative about the judge's daughter? That doesn't seem like Trump. He typically only attacks people who attack him first or pose a threat to him. Well, it so turns out, after looking further into it, that Lauren Merchant, the judge's daughter, is a huge, not only an advocate, but has also worked on the campaigns of Biden, worked on the campaign with Kamala Harris, huge surrogate for people like Adam Schiff. So you have to imagine, if the judge's daughter is in that group like that, yeah, I'd be a little bit concerned also. Now, people say, well, he's a judge. There's no way he's going to allow his daughter to have any type of sway like that. I'm sure John the Baptist thought that too, right? You guys remember that story. He's in prison. Herod wasn't planning to do anything. Herod's daughter comes up and says she wants the head of John the Baptist on a platter. Guess what she got for Christmas? It didn't end well for John the Baptist. I'm not trying to make light of it, but what I'm saying is if this man's daughter is such good friends with Trump's political enemies and the people that are trying to put Trump in prison so that they don't have to run against him, then this judge should have and should recuse himself from this case. If his family is that tied with the Bidens, then there's no way he should be allowed to oversee this case. But they're trying to say that Trump violated his gag order, and so therefore he needs to be punished. We'll see how this goes. Trump's attorneys are saying, wait a minute, now you're starting to change the rules. You didn't say anything about families. He did mention that families were off limits, but at the same time, I don't think that that's going to stand. You can't have a blanket gag order and say, hey, no matter what, you can't talk about anybody. It's not going to fly. First of all, it's completely unconstitutional. Second of all, this was just a trap set in order to entrap Trump from the beginning. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think it's going to fly? Do you think this case is going to court at all? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Be blessed. Have a happy Resurrection Sunday. I'll see you guys next time. Be blessed.